All right, hello everyone. My name is Jenna Sorenson. I'm going to be talking about my co-op that I did from January to June with Liberty Mutual Insurance. I worked as a GIS analyst and catastrophe modeler, and I'm going to focus in on focus a little bit in on how I utilize GIS to visualize and quantify the risk of extreme weather, specifically within the insurance industry. So to start with my problem, as we all know, climate change drives more frequent and severe weather, and insurance companies need to have the ability to understand those risks to their communities. Therefore, insurers and underwriters writing those policies need to better understand and quantify the risks to their customers. This could be things like wind, hail, tornado tracks, hurricane tracks. Currently, California wildfires are a big issue as well. And so, who these customers are include anyone, especially in high-risk areas, that purchase property, auto, or homeowners insurance. And by understanding the data that we're seeing with these risks and accurately quantifying it, we can make more informed policy decisions and therefore have better pricing ranges and hopefully increase safety for the customers that are purchasing that insurance. So what I specifically did at Liberty Mutual, like I said before, I was a catastrophe modeler on the research and development team. I specifically used Python, ArcGIS Pro, Arc Online, and Excel to do my work, and a little bit of what a workflow would look like when a project came across my desk was receiving a data set, either an Excel, CSV file, cleaning that data, transforming it, and integrating it into ArcGIS Pro so that I could visualize things like points, lines, polygons, raster data, heat index data, you name it. Analyze a lot of the high risk areas, visualize historic data patterns, and then create loss scenario assessments. And my product at the end for the company would be maps highlighting the climate risk and exposure so that we could understand areas either globally or nationally that we needed to improve on understanding our risk. So, like I had said previously, the products that I gave to the company were ArcGIS Pro Maps visualizing vulnerabilities, risk, and exposures. I have two examples down here. On the bottom left, I have a tessellation map, which is basically just a map that lets you see increasing intensity of the thing you are looking at, regardless of political boundaries. So, looking at something regardless of putting it into a zip code or putting it into state boundaries. It just lets you see the raw data on its own. Um, these were for a university wanting to see where their buildings were located and which ones were in higher risk areas in relation to hurricane tracks. And then on the bottom right-hand side, I have a web map that I created for the team of FEMA flood map data that is publicly accessible on the FEMA website. I just took a zoomed in screenshot of the Los Angeles area so you could see a little bit of the polygons. Um, and yeah, so those are two examples of some of the products that I'd give to the team and present to them about to further understand their risk in the area. And through doing this, I feel that I definitely improved the data accessibility and also supported a lot of the decision making to some of these underwriters and insurance policy writers because although it is a large company and a lot of everyone's skill sets span a large range, sometimes seeing things in a different light or sometimes seeing things more visually, again, like seeing polygons or points on a map instead of just hearing a number, may help inform decisions and therefore also strengthen their client relationships because you have a better understanding of the risk and therefore more trust with your client. And just my acknowledgement for my co-op is Liberty Mutual Insurance. They're who I collaborated with, and I had a great time working with them.